You ain't no player. Let's go and talk about it.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm hoping y'all having a wonderful one out there. This is gonna be a little different video right here, man. I get a lot of people that approach me and they ask me questions, and if you know how my brain works, I can like psychoanalyze you real quick. I'm like, this ain't for you, player. You know, that phone going up. I'll be like, this ain't for you, player. You shouldn't even. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you touring around in this game. So in this video, I'm gonna go over 10 things. It's more, but I'm just gonna sum it up to 10. 10 ways you are not a real player. Number 1, you haven't accepted the fact that you will be played yourself in every way. If you going out here with the mentality that you running the game, you doing whoever and whatever you please, and it ain't happening to you, you just think you sharp as a tack. You sharper than a mosquito's needle, and ain't nobody playing the games that you playing on you. You either in the wrong game or you just not really a real player. You not. That's rule number 1. All players get played. Facts. Okay, number 2. You cry and have meltdowns when you get cheated on. Ooh. How many just got pierced? I want you back. Please, I'm sorry. Yeah, all of that shit. You are not a player, brother. You not. There's no way you can be a player. You the opposite of a player. You was playing the game you had no business playing. You need to forfeit, return your jersey, turn in your car, your access keys, all of that. You melt down when you get cheated on. You are the opposite of a player. And I've seen videos online, man, getting cheated on, and he cheated first. And it's funny because the woman, she the real player. She over there like, can we be back together? She's like, no, we can't. She all calm. He's like, yeah, this is the guy. And the girl like, what are you crying for? You cheated on me first. She the player. That's how players respond right there. Players don't get in their feelings. Players will be like, damn. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know. So if you're having a meltdown, brother, get out the game. Number 3, you fall for women because the Uchiwali was good. Because the box was good, you done fell for it. Like, you ain't no player. Look, every player ain't gonna look at it and think about it the same exact way. And that's fine, because there's always room to learn from other players if you're a player. But getting P-whipped, that ain't part of the game. That's not. You know, it's like all of them the same. You don't put, you can have your favorites, yeah, but you don't put one over the other. You don't prioritize one. You know, that's not player. Nah, I can't even imagine a scenario where I would, in my player days, I would prioritize one over the other. And just the P, not the person. I'm talking about the P. Like, man, that was good. Like, if I hear a dude asking me questions, but I can't stop dealing with this toxic chick, man, because the P is good. You are not a player. You are not a player. Nope. Number 4, you double text and double call when a woman don't respond as fast as you'd like. You are not a player. You care way too much. You are in your feelings. You thirsty, as a matter of fact. You ain't no player. I can't give you that. You might be watching this video like, he don't know what you talking about. Psh, who is he, man? Psh, I don't care what you say. You are not a player. You ping. If I'm sitting next to a chick and her phone's ping, 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 how my phone was, ping, 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 and I see a dude face or a dude name or something like that, I'm be like, oh, you like them? That's your type, huh? What you mean? Nah, I know what it is. I'm like, that you are not a player. And in the same way I'm looking at it, she looking at it. She's like, oh my God, this dude texts me 80 times a day, girl. Look, she's showing her friends your messages. I've had women show me messages numerous times. Like, look what this guy said. And then I read it and we laugh together. Because females, they like when I break down text messages. They be like, break this one down. I'll be like, I'll read it as if I'm him. That's a whole nother story. I read it as if I'm him and they be laughing. I mean, I know the game, man. So I'll be like, nah, man, he shouldn't have said that, man. Number 5, how you know you're not a player. You take good information and use it for bad. This one is a big one for me. If you are watching these kind of videos, men like myself who have made changes in their life, and then we trying to help men who have made changes in their life too, and you looking at the information like, how can I take this and flip it into me getting my needs, man? And how can I flip what he said so that she can give up those draws and she believe I'm a good guy? Yep, talking to you. You are not a player. It just ain't gonna work out for you. And when I say you are not a player, you might not care. I don't care either. I ain't a player no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even do none of these things anymore. But I feel like by me telling you that you are not a player, well, it's like an inevitable doom coming your way that you are just not prepared for. And it's gonna hit like a ton of bricks. Because you're playing the game you shouldn't even be playing, is what I'm saying. You have to be built for that. It's no different from being a gang member. I mean, you got to be built for going to jail, being shot at, losing friends and family members to the streets, you potentially being killed yourself. It's a sign-up sheet. You got to agree to all the terms before you do it. Somebody want to disagree with me? You don't go into the street game thinking or you might think ain't nothing gonna happen to you, but you kind of got to accept in the back of your mind that same stuff I'm out here doing could be done to me. Hey, you seen that movie, Boys in the Hood, at the very end after Ice Cube had got revenge for them killing Ricky, his brother, and he was drinking a 40, talking to what's his name, Cuba Gooding Jr., but I forgot his name in the movie, but he was like, next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me. Then you read the literature that popped up on the screen and said 2 weeks later he was killed. He already accepted it. And if you're out here playing games and you haven't accepted that, you are not no player. You're a fake player. You don't even know what you're doing, man. And you're going to be one of them guys. Number 6, you cheat down. You cheat on fine women with ugly ducklings and got the nerve to feel proud. If you're going to cheat, at least cheat on your lady that's a 8 with a woman that's a 10. So when your woman catches you, she going to think like, I understand. Not like it's a good thing. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying she going to be like, damn. Look, I believe, and I speak to women all the time, and I believe that women at least, they'll say, well, I mean, I would at least understand that she looked better than me. They say that all the time. And I be thinking like, so it's okay if a dude cheat on you? It's not okay. She's not saying it's okay, but she she'd be more understanding if the woman you cheated on her with looked better than her. But if it be some whack chick that you done cheated on your decent woman with, that ain't player. And it's happening. I know men who do it. I be looking at them like, I don't lust after my homeboys' girls. But when I see my homeboy, he got a decent woman, I'll be like, in my head, I'm saluting my boy, like, you got you one. And then he cheats on her with somebody that don't even amount to his girl. I'll be like, man, you gonna lose that good woman for her? That don't make no sense. That's not player. Not at all. Number 7, where you know you ain't a player, you got to lie on your piece, man. You got to lie on your piece. You trying to make it seem like you doing more than you actually doing. That says something to your character, though. It ain't about being a player or not, you know what I'm saying? It's about the fact that you got to lie to another guy or other men about how many women you been with. You dealing with some real psychological issues, bro. I would just stop. I would just stop, and I would probably I'd be like, hey man, I ain't got enough experience out here, man. I'm trying to rack up some bodies, man. You know, man, I only had sex with 3 people. I would respect that man more than I respect you, man. Shit, nigga, I got bodies. Brother in there just jacking off every day and don't know how to talk to women, can't be a good wingman, don't know how to ask for advice on how to text and respond. Bruh, stop. Just stop, man. You don't have to be a player. I don't know what society has done to you. I don't know who you follow and who's your influence, but you do not have to be anybody other than yourself. That's the best advice I can give you on that subject. Just be you, man. Be you. Learn to love yourself, man. Stop trying to fit in, man. Nah, I think that people who's trying to fit in make up probably 60 to 70% of men. I mean, every way. When I did the video about how the modern dating scene is fake, I be talking to them men and they be telling me, and they be 6 foot. They be having abs. They be looking like decent men. I'm a straight guy. I can tell you if a man look decent without my sexuality being questioned. And and then they be telling me, you know, that like one of my friends, he like said, yeah, man, I met with 6-footer, one of my 6-foot guys. Yeah, man, I met this little chick, whatever, and we messed around. And then next time she wanted to kick it, I told her I charge. She gonna need to give me like 5 bands. And I'm like, I'm thinking he lying. He showed me the text message exchange. I'm like, he got receipts and everything. He ain't lying. It's men out here doing what women is doing. I'm telling you, charging women for sex, and there's women who's paying it. So these men, they not thinking that these women that charge for sex, they like that. They're like, yeah, that's what I do. I charge for sex too. These men is dapping up women like, you, how much you get? I'm gonna have to up my price. It's really like that. But when I seen the picture of the woman he was charging $5,000, this woman looked like Rasputia. And this is a fly dude. And I was like, to each their own, my dude. Don't show nobody else that message, bro. He gonna see this shit? Yeah, that's what I meant to say, brother. I was like, that ain't it. Where the dime piece is at? Number 8, you really a lover. You really a hopeless romantic. And for whatever reason, you're afraid to get your feelings hurt. But you gonna get your feelings hurt. You gonna get your feelings hurt. That's part of the game. Everybody's not gonna hurt you because they want to see you fall down or they want to see you bleed internally or they want to see you heartbroken. No, you gonna get your heart broke just because somebody didn't know what they was doing. Like you. You're going to bump into somebody that's out here playing because they're afraid to get their feelings hurt, and they play a good person. That's just how the world rotates. Hurt people hurt people. And if you out here hurt, and that's why you hurting people, you are not a player. You should retire real quick, man, and just turn from that. Turn from that. Do better. I desire love. I'm very vulnerable about that. I've had all of that other stuff, and now at this point in my life, I got my kids. I love my kids. And I want other things to come in my life that I can do long term. I could do this long term. I do like too many other things that I love doing. And anything that I don't feel like is prosperous, I don't see elevating or progressing, I got to put all of that down. That's the kind of men I like talking to, because y'all click like. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. Y'all can relate. And I can keep coming up, okay, y'all like it? I got more stuff I can share with you. That'll help you out. Like, I didn't, the one thing about me in my life, I didn't have my dad till I was 27. That ain't no sob story, because when I met him, he was a wonderful man. He ended up passing away shortly, not about 3 to 4 years after I met him. But the time I spent with him, I got some closure from growing up in Long Beach without a dad and being a bad boy, because I had some terminal emotional issues going on. Talk to me. All of that got flushed away, so God blessed me with him, even if it was momentarily. God knew how much I needed, and he gave me that, so I know God loved me too, so I love him back too for that. But I was behaving a certain kind of way, and I pretty much have learned the importance of having, healthy relationships. All of my relationships, if you are in my life, we have a healthy relationship. If you are in my life and you trying to be toxic, or you depress me, or you hurt me, or you doing all that stuff, I don't have time for you. And I'm doing the same thing. If I want to be in your life, I come to bring peace. I don't disrupt yours, because that'll be hypocritical on my part. That's all I'm saying. Don't be tearing people peace down, man. You going over here dealing with these vulnerable, gentle, respectable women, and then you tearing them down, and then a man like me who wants one of those come behind you, and then we got to repair all of that. And that takes, you did what you did in 5 days, 5 weeks. We got to do what we got to do in 5 years. But you know what? We understand, because we've been there too. So we got to sit there and do the work until she understands that all men ain't like that. And that's when you get these women in my comment, ain't no such thing as a good man, and da. Boop. Hey, go sit down somewhere, woman. Go sit down. We don't even, you ain't even went to the doctor yet. You don't even know what you got, so you can't begin to heal. Number 9, you mess with your homeboys' girls. That ain't player in no way, shape, or form. Yeah, nah. I had so much more to say on that topic, but I wanted to keep that short before I veer off. That'll get you killed. That'll get you hurt, man. I believe that, this is my own personal belief, and I'm a Christian man. In the Bible, it even says jealousy is a man's fury. So I believe to a certain degree, even God himself understands why a man would want to hurt you. Therefore, will probably forgive that man if he hurt you for messing with his property and you were his best friend. I want to stay off of that one. That one is hey, you heard that song by E40? That's law. That's law. That's out. There's too many other women in the world, bro. Woo! That's all I'm going to say on that one. I got too much to say on that. Lastly, number 10, how you know you ain't no real player. You only mess with women who throw it to you. You don't even challenge yourself to get bad ones. You only dealing with low-hanging fruit. If it's easy, you getting it. That's called lazy pimping. That's what we call it where I'm from. We call it lazy pimping. where that a lot of these alpha males do that. I don't even talk to her. I don't even pursue women. They gotta pursue me. That's lazy pimping. That don't make you no player. You can't sit here braggadocious about having options when you only wait for a woman to pursue you because it's easy. Now, if you got it like that and women approach you, that's one thing. I mean, what you gonna say? No, woman, don't approach me. Let me approach you. But if a woman say hello to me and approach me, I naturally turn the tables. I'm like, how you doing? And then she end up being the one getting pursued. I don't know why. I just prefer to go out and get my, I prefer to be the hunter. I don't want to be hunted. If you're trying to hunt me, I feel threatened. I want to be the one with the gun. They say it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. I don't want to get a rabbit the gun. Even it ain't that serious, and I ain't trying to go that deep on that. I just feel like I'm not big on being pursued. That don't do it for my ego. I feel like if I go out there and I approach you and you giving me play and you giving me rhythm, I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm like, yeah, I got one. You approaching me and be like, excuse me, handsome. I'm kind of disturbed. True story. I'll be in the Walmart somewhere and I'll be at the self-checkout and the woman will be like, you have really pretty eyes. I'll be like, thank you, appreciate it. And I'll be hoping to myself, please don't go no further. Thank you for the compliment. And it's because if I was interested in you, I would approach you. And I don't care about being shut down or turned down and none of that stuff. I'll be like, she didn't turn me down because I'm an ugly dude or because I'm not a good dude or nothing like that. She turned me down because she just was unavailable at the time. She's not a cheater. She's probably married. She probably is a lesbian. There can be 1,000 other. She just had other things on her mind. She didn't have time to stop and talk. Because I would like to believe that if she knew me, she'd be like, okay, we could have at least been friends because you're a cool dude. So I don't have no insecurities when it comes to women turning me down. And I'm not trying to act like I'm the biggest, flyest player in the world either. That ain't even what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that I'm definitely going to shoot my shot, even if I brick. I don't want to be on the team and I'm just taking all the assists. I'll throw the rock too. Like, I'll be up there and do an alley-oop too. And I'm a short dude. So I got a lot of challenges. I'm going to keep this one short, man. 10 ways you know you're not really a player. If I said anything that probably struck at one of your emotional chords, I did not mean to offend you. If I can encourage you to just put that game down. Don't do it. You're wasting your time anyway. Because inevitably you will be hurt. That's just part of the game. And you're going to be hurt if you turn away from it too. But you don't want to be part of the problem. You want to be a part of the solution, hopefully, if you're a progressive thinker. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Jerome. And this has been another episode of The Superb Word where I give modern dating advice to good guys, men who have changed or want to change. And I also validate men who don't know if they're alone or not in this world and as they navigate through the rough terrain of dating. I want them to know, hey, you ain't alone, man. And I validate them in a heterosexual way, by the way. Not to put too fine of a point on that. It's just I want to be clear. All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all day and tune in until next time. 2 fingers.